everybody, it's Melissa here with Real Talk, Real Business, Real People. And I am so excited to be back in the studio today. I've been kind of absent a little bit, just with everybody getting back in the vibe, getting back into the office, getting back out there networking, shaking hands again, real life meetings. And I'm back in the studio. And we are going to be talking about some fun things over the next few episodes. So hope you all tune in. And so let's just start off by, I really appreciate everybody who is out there watching my Marketing with Melissa vlogs. And, you guys all know me as a writer and a press writer and, recent book author, which I'm so excited and thrilled about. I've got so much support, over the last several months since my book came out. And honestly, it's one of those things where, you just wake up every day and feel really blessed to have the kind of support in the industries, that you're working in. And so a little shout out to my people out there on social media who are buying up the book and just spreading the word about it. And for those who do not know, I published my book back in October of last year called One Yellow Brick. And, it kind of talks about my journey, I started as a very young entrepreneur. So it was kind of nice to share those stories. And believe me, they're not really all good, feel good stories. I think everybody goes through that phase, in business where it's, you're going kind of through an emotional roller coaster. And I started at a very young age, I was, my early 20s. And, I was told no a lot, don't get me wrong. And, but I think that's what pushed me harder and harder to be a successful woman in business, over the years. And that's what I really, share, in the book, along with all the business strategies and marketing strategies that are going to help you build your business and build your brand. And that is what today's episode is about. So I am really excited to talk about this a little bit because, I'm on social media a lot and talking about branding. And I think it's really important for everyone to really understand how branding really affects your marketing, the position that you're in, how you position like in the industry that you're at. So I think when we talk about, people are talking about, brand, is the brand a logo? What is brand? What is branding exactly? But, in my recent vlogs, my recent Marketing with Melissa videos, I talk about a lot of different things that are building up to build your brand, right? And I think, when people get on social media, you have to make sure you have a strategy, because a lot of people are just posting to post, which is all great. And if you post consistently, you may be recognized for, what you're saying. But remember, your whole objective when you are posting to social media is you want to share your branding message. How do you fit in the market? How do you fit into your audience, your target market audience? Who are your connections on any of your social media platforms? So, I have LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Blogspot and, all these Medium, all these different platforms. But I might have very different audiences, even though they're all probably audiences that are interested in marketing or interested in maybe the commercial real estate side of the industry that I cover, or maybe the side of small business in general that I cover, and marketing and branding strategies for small business, or services or products of that nature. So you really just have to know your audience and how you're posting and what you're posting, because at the end of the day, y'all, if I'm out there on social media and I want people to know who I am, I want to make sure it's very clear what I do. I'm in marketing. I'm a press writer. I'm a blogger. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I'm a podcast show host. I'm a vlogger. Last year I produced my Tuesday tip videos, and I still will never forget this. I actually, every year I do something very different. And this year I'm doing, hashtag marketing with Melissa. Very similar to the same Tuesday tips that I did last year, except last year I had, I was doing it indoors and I had my little background, my black backdrop, and, 2-minute tickers, about Tuesday tips. Very similar to what I'm doing this year with my blogs on marketing with Melissa. But I'll never forget this. Last year, somebody commented on my LinkedIn post, and they said that copying is a form of flattery. And I just like my mouth hit the floor, because I was thinking to myself, who is this guy? Like, who's this guy commenting so negatively on my post? And I'm like, I don't even know. I mean, I know we're connected, but you can't possibly know all your connections unless you're sitting there engaging. And last year I was, at 10,000 or almost 10,000 followers on LinkedIn. So, you're slowly getting to know all your connections. So I actually had to look this person up and go, who the heck is this guy? And turns out he had a very similar video concept, except it had nothing to do with marketing, nothing to do with like what I was talking about, nothing, absolutely nothing. Like the subject matter was completely different. And I thought to myself, anyone who says stuff like that, like on a direct post, has some serious self-confidence issues. So I think, people, but I've also been the victim, also of me branding myself and, getting out there and talking about branding messages and talking about putting very consistent posts on social media and how you present yourself and why you want people to know, or what you want people to know about you, and what purpose does that serve them, and how can you be valuable to them? Because at the end of the day, we're all on LinkedIn and all these professional platforms to make connections, to really, create these, real genuine relationships, real business, real people. This is, why I do this. I really want to connect with people who are, genuine and sincere, and because those are the people that you would want to do business with and respect in business with. So I would say to like anyone who was copying me, last year or the year before, which again I was kind of victim to that, and people were sending me screenshots about like people copying me, and I I guess going back to the person who said copying is a form of flattery, it gets to the point where your message, your brand is about you. So copying somebody else really doesn't serve you a purpose. And if I were, and I'll tell you this right now, y'all, if you are inspired by people on social media and you saw something on a different platform or the same platform that you're posting it on, give credit to those people. Hey, Melissa, that was an awesome post. That really resonates with me, and this is why it resonates with me, and you tag me on that, and then that way I can share it to my connections. And then this is again going back to the relationships you're building on social media, because now you're sharing those connections to each other, the audiences to each other, and you're really helping support one another. And that is what posting to social media is about, is about building that audience, building that engagement. And while you're doing that, you're also representing yourself, you're talking about your brand, who you are, how you can be benefit to other people. So I don't know what y'all think about that, about just staying true to yourself. But maybe you guys have some stories out there that you'd like to share on what's the best branding strategy that you find to be the most effective on social media, because I think people have very different definitions of what branding may be. But at the end of the day, if you're really looking to build your business around your brand, you gotta let everybody know what you represent. I'm with my company, with Ruby Red Media. If you all know me from anything, my magazine, Elevate Magazine. We're celebrating 3 years here coming up in July and August issue, which happens to be the real estate issue. I love producing it every summer because I get to highlight everybody that I choose my features based on stories and consistent branding messages on social media. So if I get inspired by somebody who's just posting, or somebody who might have received an award or something like that, I'm like, wow, this person is killing it out there. Like, I want to feature this person. They deserve the recognition. So, I do it more as like, I need to share their story, and having an editor's voice and having a media platform the way that I have built it around my brand, I'm able to share in that, opportunity to highlight these people. So just make sure you guys are out there clearly stating what your brand is about. Do not copy people on social media. It's okay to be inspired by people on social media, but make sure y'all give them credit where credit is due. And that has been very honest. Like, I will straight out call you out if you copy me on something like that. Like, I don't think it's a form of flattery. I think it's a form of flattery when you tag somebody and say, wow, I'm truly inspired by this message, and this is why it resonates with me. If you do that, more people, I'm telling you, they will share your post, and then you just got exposed to their connections, and more people will follow you. So again, strategy is everything on social media. So really think about it when you're out there building your brand and the content that you're putting out there. Just be very aware of what your goals are and what your objectives are. So keep posting, everybody, and the best way to build your brand is just stay consistent, share your message, and make sure you build those valuable relationships on any platform on social media, because those are going to be the people that are going to help you in the end build your business. So comment below on anything that you might feel that resonates with you about branding, or maybe share some strategies that you might think that would help another person, because I always feel like we could definitely help each other out a little bit in this way by just providing just a little bit of educational value on social media. And if that helps one person, especially where I'm concerned, because I am in marketing and I am in PR, so if I can do anything to boost that visibility for my clients or for my own company, then I'm going to be doing whatever I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned, and make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to post everything to the native files, like right to social media, but some of my podcast shows are kind of lengthy, so you got to go to YouTube to watch the full episode. And you guys can check it out on Spotify and SoundCloud and all the other Anchor and all the other ones that are out there. So check it out while you're driving to your next appointment, and hope this inspires you to get out there and be yourself and just stay genuine to who you are. And don't be scared to share personal stories, but make sure they're relative to your professional journey as well. So, because that's what we all want to see, is how you got to where you got to today. So stay out there, everybody. Post to social media. That's how you're going to build your business and build your brand. And because I'm talking about marketing with Melissa, I will say something like this: and always make that money. So I'll see you guys later. Until next time. And always, y'all, keep it real.